Hi, craft mates. It's Dee Dee. I'm Dee Dee of Randomly Designed, and welcome to the Crafty Playground, at least our Crafty Playground. I'm new here, so of course, you may feel a little bit of nervousness over here, but that's because I don't know y'all yet and y'all don't know me yet, but I'm sure we're going to change that. So, I'm Dee Dee. And aside from just being a craft enthusiast, I'm also a lady that's looking for some craft mates. So I figured I would come over on here. I was invited by Karen of Artistic Fusion, which make sure you go over there and make sure you go over to Karen's community. If you're not here from Karen's community, go over to the Artistic Fusions craft community. Amazing, amazing, amazing ladies. And if you're from there, welcome. So, speaking of artistic fusion, what I am doing for the first time ever is participating in ATC swap. What is an ATC swap, you ask? I've been told it's a 3.5 by 2.5 kind of trading card that you do with your artistic design on it, and you're kind of freestyling it. But I'm new. So as soon as I figure it out, I'm going to be figuring it out, and I hope you come along with me to figure it out. So, with that being said, I'm also a Stampin' Up representative or demonstrator. So, meaning this is my second time entering the Stampin' Up arena, and I have so many supplies that I need to be sharing them. And I figured coming on over here to school to our little crafty playground would definitely fit. So, with that being said, I already been using. I have a new order that I got from Stampin' Up. From this catalog. This catalog just came out last week, and I got mine the day before yesterday. But I haven't gotten an opportunity to play yet. So, in honor of that, what I am doing is using my Stampin' Up product to participate in the ATC swap. Okay. Um, a part of the order that I have, this is a part of the order that I've already been using. This is called Swirl Designs. It's a stamp bundle, is what they call it when you get the stamps and the die cuts together in a bundle that match each other. And this is kind of new because Stampin' Up is just doing this year. They're starting to put all of their stamps and all of their die cuts in the same type of envelope. I'm not sure how I feel about it. And I have some other ones that are in that I got that are still in the old packaging. But what you came here to see is what I'm going to be, what I came here to share with you is the actual stamp and die set that I'm going to be using for my ATC card. It's called Gears and Textures. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is maybe I haven't opened either one of these yet and played with them. So maybe I could just open them up with you guys. I'm not used to doing any of this. So I've had them for about 48 hours now. I haven't gotten a chance to play. So maybe I do have some paper here, some things that I may want to play with when I stamp them. So come on over, playmates. Let's see what's in here. This is, like I said, this is the actual stamp sets. Now, Stampin' Up used to make rubber stamps, which are my favorite, but now they've transferred all of their stamp lines that they're going to be acrylic. Not to say that these are not that these are bad. Stampin' Up stuff is nothing to sneeze at. Anyway, this is what I got. This is what this looks like, and I do have off to the side. I don't know if you all can see this, but I do have some stamp blocks that we could possibly play with. Yeah, I guess we can do that. We're gonna play with it. And also I have in out of frame, I have my big shot. My big shot so that we can probably play with these as well. So let's also open these. See what these are looking like. The only thing that I haven't seen them yet. I just wrote the name of the catalog that they were from. In these particular stamps, this particular bundle is only in this new catalog right here. So let's see. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's what they look like. Hey, these are actually pretty good size. I thought they were going to kind of be a little bit smaller than this. So what I did is take out some, I just had a scrap of this gold to see what they look like. Y'all want to play? I think I want to play. So yeah, you're going to get a preview of what my ATC card is going to look like. So first thing that I want to do is maybe try these stamps. I have a block right here. I have a couple of blocks. In this, you'll be happy to know that if you do participate in the stamp swap with me, you're definitely going to get some vintage things, because a part of my day job, per se, is medical records. And so I have a lot of old like charts. Some of these charts are like 25, 30 years old. And what I did is start saving some of these so I could use them in our journals. And they're real vintage for real. So yeah, this is this particular this image. So we're going to try that one. Also, to give you a sneak peek. Okay, look at this. Oh, I think I know which one I want to do with this one. I'm going to try this one. This splatter one right here. Yeah. It's just splatter too, right? But you'll be amazed at what you can do. So yeah, you guys will be, you know what? No, I want to do the gear. Okay, yeah, I want to do the gear. That fits here. So yeah, another thing that you're going to get the sneak peek at is that my first ATC, I'm going to be using Dapper Denim, which is a retired color from Stampin' Up, which is even going to make my ATC even more vintage. So this is Dapper Denim, and I've already re-inked it, so it's kind of juicy, too juicy probably, but here we go. So with Stampin' Up, even if I had not re-inked this pad recently, you don't even have to match it. You just kind of tap it. Tap, tap, tap. And make sure, what I'm trying to do when I tap is make sure I don't have splotches on the actuals, if you can see that, right? And if it is splotchy, I could just rub it off a little bit, but then go back to tapping like this. Because you don't want to do two things. You don't want to get any of the ink on the perimeter, on the outside of the stamp, because it's going to stamp onto the surface. So let's see what this looks like. And this, like I said, this is Dapper Denim. So let's see what this looks like. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what the stamp off looks like too in the Dapper Denim. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to do this. We're going to try this little splatter. So I think the ATC, the theme or the prompt basically is going to be something to start the new year off. And though I'm not going to tell you what my theme is going to be, I can tell you that we're definitely going to be using this stamp set. So, and it's brand new, hot off the press. And as you can tell when I'm stamping this, remember I said that you make sure that it's just kind of even. I didn't do that, but it's still cute. And then stamp off a little bit. And also over here on the side, I have this little sponge that I use to make sure to practice good manners. I clean the stamps afterwards, right? Because you don't want the person's stamp to have ink on it from the previous stamp, because we're practicing good habits on the Crafty Playground. So yeah, I'll leave that like that. So while we're here, and I think it has something to do with the ink not all the way soaking in here, which is fine. I'm going to store it upside down so it can keep soaking in. Okay, the next thing we're going to try out of this stamp set, that's what those gears look like. And this, there's more stamps in here. I think it's a total of like 16, I think they said. Yeah, Stampin' Up usually tells you how many stamps you have in here. So it's one set, and this particular one, that's 16. So the next thing we're going to try from that bundle is going to be the actual, we're going to try the the die cuts. And I have something shiny over here. So we're going to try, let's open it. I'm going to try to, oh, so many choices. I'm going to try this big one right here, of course. And then maybe I'll try, I'm interested in seeing what this looks like. We'll try this one. Maybe 3. I don't know. Yeah, we can start with those 2. So this is a gear. This is pretty good size. It looks like it's about what, 2 inches? Maybe 3, but yeah, 2 inches, a little bit, 2.5 inches. So I, over here to my left, to my right, I have my Big Shot. And I also have some of this paper. I'm going to this is scraps. Okay. So I'm just going to rip it in half or cut it in half to run it through my machine. I'm going to cut it. Okay. So I have, so you guys can know what I'm doing here. I have a magnetic plate over here that I'm going to use with my die cut machine, which is a Big Shot. It's an old Big Shot, but a Big Shot nonetheless. Sturdy machine. So yes, a die cutting machine, and I'm going to run this through here. It's a good sandwich, I think. And what I do is I just don't run it forward. I run it backwards as well when I run it through the machine. Okay. So I'm going to open this. Let's see. And, you know, I use the magnetic plate here. So let's see. So I have my handy dandy little pokey tool over here too. So let's see what this comes out looking like. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. That's going to be so cute. Okay, I know I'm going to use that piece. Listen, I can't wait to try the others. So let's, okay. Here's the gear, the big gear. Use that. And they make sure they put holes in these. So you just put something in here to get them out. Oh my goodness, look how cute that is. Listen, okay, yeah. So that's what's going to happen, guys. I cannot wait to play with these. I hope you come back to play with me, or at least to see what the outcome is going to be, because I'm going to be over here doing all of these things with these pieces, because this is what my ATC card is going to look like. It's going to be my inaugural ATC card. I hope you come back to join me. Bye, everybody. Welcome to the Crafty Playground. Come back and see me. Bye.